The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 155. I'm Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co host, Joel. As always, as I say every single episode, I'm going to continue to say this. Subscribe to us on all of our platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, anywhere we could be found. We're close to 300 subscribers on YouTube, so get us up there. Subscribe to us if you're watching this right now or listening to this on audio platforms. Go over to YouTube, press the subscribe button, get us to 300 subscribers. And also follow us on all the audio streaming platforms wherever you listen to the audio versions of our podcasts. To continue to support us any way you can.
Yes,
So yeah,
sir.
uh, follow us on all platforms. So a few stuff happened. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the week of WrestleMania because next week is a whole lot of wrestling happening.
Yes.
Um, Besides WrestleMania,
There's so
uh,
much happening. So much.
so much. There's a lot. This is start off with this. We should be talking about it. What are you looking forward to other than Mania? Because obviously WrestleMania is the most anticipated thing that weekend. But what else are you looking forward to that week?
Um, let's see. I know I don't watch it, but NXT looks like they have a good card going. Who
Yeah.
else? GCW is doing GCW things as always. Um, I'm actually excited for one of their tag matches they're having. The four way. Did you see that?
No.
I think it's like
Who's
a
GCW?
Punjabi prison match.
Wait, I think I might have heard of it, but I didn't know. I don't
With
know who's competing.
yeah, I know Fatu and Zilla's in it, and
Oh
then
shit.
that's all I know who's in it. But I remember
Oh shit.
seeing that and I was like, that's nuts. I can't wait to see how it's executed, like on the Indies. I would love
Do you
to
know
see how it
when they're
happens.
doing it? Like what day?
Not sure, but I'll do some research. What are you looking forward to this coming week?
The Hall of Fame. I really want to hear what Paul Heyman's gonna say.
Okay.
Um,
Have they announced who's inducting him? No, right?
mm-mm. I
Okay.
think sometimes they do it as a surprise, like they just
Okay.
wait till that happens. But who do you think should induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame? I know we discussed this many times, like
Yeah.
over and over again.
I
But who do you
I I
think?
will, I will always feel I will always feel Tommy Dreamer.
Okay,
I always say Tommy Dreamer or RVD. One of those
solid
guys.
choices.
Yeah, because
Solid
I feel like
choices.
that he really gave them both stepping stones. Like they both like Tommy became the star Tommy was because of Paul. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah,
so was Rob. Like without that, the way he was treated in ECW was amazing, and it helped build his stardom. Let's just say that.
yeah. I think you said this once a while back. I think it'd be cool if like most of the ECW roster was out there. Not all
That
of them
would
have to
be
say
dope.
anything. Not all of them have to say anything, but it would be cool if they were just there. Some of them said a few words, then they
Yeah,
bring them out, or have them around the ring. Like I think they have like a special front row section sometimes where they have like family
yeah,
and friends around. They should do that in the front row. Maybe they surprise him and they don't know, and he doesn't know. To make it more of an ECW type thing. Um, that'd be sick to do.
yeah. That would.
Um, I'm really looking forward to seeing what that speech, and what
No, yeah,
he has to
definitely.
say.
I'm excited for that one. I think that's gonna be a cool one. I think he's gonna be the highlight speech of that night.
Oh, of
Hopefully
course.
they let him just talk.
Yeah, I mean, last year they gave Mysterio, and the year before that was Undertaker. So it
Yeah,
makes sense if like they give him the hour tops speech of the
exactly.
night.
Yeah,
Um, because I guarantee you he'll pour his heart out and say whatever he wants to say in Philly. Um,
definitely.
and how much that means to him. Again, we said this many times. It was right for him to put him in this year's Hall of Fame. So I guarantee you he has a lot to say.
Definitely. Yeah, it makes sense. It's been a while since ECW's closed its doors. You're in Philly. It's just the perfect time. I still think it should have been an all ECW Hall of Fame, but it is what it is. At least we
Yeah,
got Paul in there.
yeah, that's the most important one. That's the most important one. I'm also looking forward to Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor.
Yeah, that one
It's
looks like it's gonna be
happening.
good too.
It's
That's the
happening.
Friday night, right?
Yeah, same. Think it's the same time as SmackDown. Um,
Probably, yeah.
I just hope it ends before the Hall of Fame because I think it might interfere. I hope not. Because it's right after SmackDown, so we'll see how long the Ring of Honor show takes.
Yeah. But you'll be
That's the
alright.
only.
It's on Peacock.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's why
They
they
should
do that.
televise it though.
They're smart because of that. Yeah, but they know that there's so much stuff going on that's like people could come back and watch it.
Yeah, that
And
is true.
also
Yeah,
then you have like a time limit. You know what I mean? On Peacock they could go as long as they want.
that is
If they
true.
do a TV, they probably have to cut down people and be like, "Yo, you got 5 minutes," and that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they usually
that
do
is.
like they usually pick like a few and then do the Hall of Fame on TV like a few weeks later. I remember. I don't know if they've done that lately, but I remember they used to do that a lot. That was like, oh, they'll show like the top two people on like the next week after Raw.
Yeah,
I also
yeah, that
might
is
just be
true.
showing my age because I don't know if they've done that in the last couple of years, but I know
Yeah,
they've done it because I remember that was a thing. Also,
I
I
think so
found it.
too.
Also, I found it. Punjabi prison match set for Joey Janela's spring break. Yeah. It's Jacob and Zilla Fatu versus Violence is Forever versus the Bollywood Boys. Makes sense. And
Yeah.
then versus Los Macisos. We're not even going to try it again. I know them
Yeah,
though,
just one
and
time
they're
like that.
nasty. Shout out GCW.
And what day of the weekend is that?
This is Saturday, April 6th at 11:59 p.m. Go check it out, guys.
Ooh, so
After night one.
okay, right after night
They're
one.
the midnight
Okay,
show. Yeah.
okay.
Because that's
I
also a
might
thing
be.
that WWE kind of like, and they know they're doing it. Like with the 2 days, they're dipping into the indie community because
Yeah,
there could be so many more shows, but now they can't because WrestleMania is 2 days. Usually it was Saturday, all the indie shows, and then Sunday was WrestleMania. Now
yeah,
you kind of got to start, indie shows kind of start Thursday because they got to run Thursday because they can't do Friday. And if you're doing Friday going against SmackDown, you better have like a stacked card because if not, that's tough.
yeah,
Then Saturday, people start early because they have a night one and night two, and they kind so it's smart for GCW to do the midnight shows. I think they started it a couple years ago, and I think ever since then it's been like a real smart move because it gives those people that like because it's tough. Like WrestleMania ends, and then it's like, damn, like you're still on a wrestling high. So
yeah.
they're like, you know
It is.
how to take advantage of that. 11:59, we kick off, and then
Exactly,
until you go to sleep, you'll watch it. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I know. For Josh Barnett's Bloodsport, they
That's the
having
one in.
Shayna Baszler. That's
Yeah,
Thursday, I think.
yeah.
Thursday,
It's
they're
like in
doing
the
that
middle of
show.
the day usually. That one, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's like 4 p.m. our time,
Yeah,
so we were able to see that. I know Shayna Baszler's competing that night,
yeah.
that
That's dope.
evening. What are your thoughts on that? Because I
That's
talked about it
dope.
last week.
I think it's cool. I think it's something different. I think if WWE ain't doing shit with her, somebody might as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like let's use
yeah,
her some type of way. I think it was cool for them to give the okay. I have read that like who knows how true this is, but they were like Josh Barnett and Triple H are like actually really close, and he acts specifically for Shayna, and Triple H gave him the blessing.
Do
Not
you
sure how
think
true
that?
that is,
Yeah.
but that's the story I heard.
Do you think? I know there were rumors that like there was supposed. There's. I don't know. They haven't said anything else, but apparently there's supposed to be more talent from WWE on GCW. I don't know if it was just Josh Barnett's Bloodsport
Really?
or other shows. That's what I heard. I could be
I would
completely
think they
wrong.
wouldn't even want to touch that, but like
Maybe.
not in a bad way because
Yeah.
I don't know how the reaction would be at a GCW show for certain people.
I think. I mean, they'll definitely get a reaction if it's like a
No, yeah,
surprise.
definitely. But like if you got a couple WWE talent, they just come in and wash your GCW talent. Those fans are kind of rowdy and they'll let you know that they don't fuck with that.
Yeah, depends. I mean, it
And then you
depends on
don't
who it is,
want
though.
to put, yeah, you don't want to give that guy a bad rap on
Yeah,
WWE. You know what I mean? It's tough. But I think the Shayna one was cool. I think if they do more, I think it would be dope and different. Who knows? Maybe this is the start of something that they are.
maybe it's not Bloodsport. Maybe it's another show they're doing that
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Maybe Spring Break. Who knows? Maybe someone who's not on WrestleMania may randomly show up to one of their shows.
I mean, we do have the Fatus going for the tag belts.
What if the Usos come through? Be like, we help or
We got
Solo. What if Solo helps?
who
Who knows?
knows, man? Let's fantasy book this.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
that'd be cool. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, maybe this is the start of something with WWE lending out their talent. And like, all right, cool. You could do stuff outside, but as
yeah,
long as we give the okay, like it's gonna be like certain promotions and stuff. And it makes
yeah.
sense
Certain time, yeah,
because I know there was a time that there was rumors with Brett and WWE. Remember when that was a thing, GCW and WWE?
yeah.
There was a
Him and
whole
Stephanie
rumor and stuff,
McMahon.
and it was because they like met them or some shit like that, and
Yeah,
then the internet exploded. It was like, yo, relax.
I think it
But
was like
who
last
knows?
year's
Maybe
WrestleMania or the year
who knows?
before.
I think it was a couple years ago. Yeah, but who knows? Maybe that was the start of something. Maybe it's just a handshake, and then it's like, oh,
Exactly.
I know that company. Yeah, you good?
Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's exciting to see. I just wonder what will happen. Obviously, it's
And
not
she's
going to
going
lead to
against
anything
Masha,
afterwards.
right?
Yeah, Masha.
I'm
I
excited
was
for
just
that.
people were saying it would have been cool if like it was her against Marina Shafir.
Don't
Um,
do that.
that would have been. I mean, the idea of
The
it would
idea
be
is
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
The execution, don't do
maybe not. Yeah,
that. Don't do that.
Masha seemed like a better opponent for
Yeah,
Shayna. Out
I
there,
like when I saw that I was like, okay, cool. Because I
that
when
makes
I
sense.
saw them announce her, I was like,
Give
who are
her
they gonna?
someone legit. You
Yeah,
know,
I was like, who are they gonna give her? Like,
yeah.
Masha's a great choice.
That was yeah, great choice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Great
fun week,
choice.
man. It's gonna be a fun week. There's a
It
lot
is.
of shows happening. It's gonna be a good one.
It is going to be a good one.
It's always fun around Mania season.
I mean, there's so much going on. Like, I think it seems like it's going to be an all day thing. You have NXT, like you said, on that Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Um, there's going to be like a few hours in between that and Mania Night
So
One.
that is kind of annoying. The NXT
Why?
show, I feel like they should spread it out, man. I feel like NXT should happen Thursday night.
Okay.
You know what I mean, like live on Peacock,
Okay. Yeah.
or Friday night after SmackDown, and you move Hall of Fame to Thursday night. Do it. I don't. I think it's kind of tough, especially like shout out people that do it because I know people do the move, but like going to NXT and then going to night one, that's a lot happening, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And people do it because they don't want to miss anything. And that's okay. But WWE should know that they're tiring their guys out, their fans out. We're like, yo, maybe we should just do it a separate day. Still have the show, but just do it a
Yeah. Yeah.
separate day.
I
Because,
remember there was one year that they did that Mania show Stand Deliver on Wednesday.
yeah,
It was one year they did that, and
that
they
was during the
should do that.
COVID year, right?
I think so. It was after
Yeah.
COVID, and I'm like,
Yeah, it was.
yeah, not like saying like do it instead of the TV show. Maybe have like the first 2 hours on the TV, commercial free, third hour on Peacock.
Yeah.
If it goes past 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
so that way people are watching it. You know, they know to go to Peacock right after, get Peacock ready, and finish the match. Or at
Exactly.
least like main event on Peacock, because I don't know how
Yeah.
long that will go until.
Yeah.
So, um, that would probably be better to
Yeah.
do.
Because I feel like you're just burning fans out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they're already burnt out by the time they hit the second match at Mania. And of course, it's
Yeah.
not everybody, but still, it's like those fans trying to enjoy everything are gonna be like, "Fuck! Like, why did I do this?"
But who knows? Maybe they don't mind it. Maybe they're like,
No,
I'm
of course,
still
there's
going to be
some that
hyped
are
up.
like, "Oh, I do it all the fucking time." Da, 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 da.
Yeah, yeah.
But then there's some that are like, "Yo, doing this for the first time," and like, "Whoa, this is a lot of wrestling." I mean,
Yeah.
I sat through 35 and I was like, "Whoa, this is a lot of wrestling," and I was just there. I didn't hit a show before that. You know what I mean? I wasn't at
Yeah,
another
yeah.
arena and went to Mania. No, I was just there. So imagine that. Be like, yo, this is a long ass day.
It
But I
is.
got it, stand and deliver. You want to give them some highlight. Again, you don't need 2 nights. Maybe you put NXT Saturday night, like it was
Exactly.
always. But we digress.
We
Shout out
shall see.
NXT. Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
NXT, man. They've been doing their thing lately.
Yeah, they have. I'm excited for everything. Um, one other piece of news that happened in the past week: Motor City Machine Guns
Yep.
supposedly going to be free agents starting this upcoming Monday, April 1st. What are your thoughts on that, and where do you think they should go or stay?
I think they're leaving just because of what's been going down in TNA, like the background.
Yeah,
Um, I think that's why they haven't re-signed because I think they would have re-signed already. If they were gonna stay, I think they would have re-signed already. Let's just say that. But who knows? Maybe they're just waiting to announce it and just waiting for people to maybe they're like, yo, this is gonna build up a little story, and people are gonna follow you for a little bit. You know what I mean? And be like, oh, where are they gonna show up? And then that builds towards TNA when they sign back. You know what I mean? Oh, why
yeah,
are you guys signing back? Oh, let's see what's going on over there. Something's gotta be happening that they're re-signing. But I really don't think they're going to. But also, I don't know where else they would go. Maybe Japan. I could see
maybe.
them in Japan. I don't see them in WWE. I could see them maybe in AEW, but like, there's so many tag teams. Why would you do that to yourself? You're just gonna get lost. You
Yeah,
do have a name to you, but there's still so many teams there. You're just gonna get lost.
yeah. That's what I'm worried about too. Because AEW would probably be the best bet, if not TNA. I think they'll because I heard that I know this is coming out after Thursday, but supposedly there was taping that happened, and then like afterwards, I think the audience gave him like a final goodbye or something, or the backstage gave them a final goodbye. So it
Okay,
seems that they're not resigning, but that may be like I don't know if that was right after the whole tapings were done or like a part of television.
gotcha.
If it was a part of television, I'm assuming it's a storyline. Like they may not be coming back, but they may show up down the line. Or maybe they're going to take a little bit of time away from TNA, go around the Indies, go to Japan,
Yeah,
go to Mexico, go to these different places,
there's a
and
lot of
then
tag teams out there.
yeah,
They would
there's a
have a
lot of
good
tag
time on the
teams.
indies. They would have a. I mean, they're already on the indies doing indie runs, but like
Yeah,
if they were full time indies, they could belt collect if they really wanted to. They could try.
they could, they could,
They're such a
and
great tag team, man.
they
It's so
are, and
crazy that
they
they're so old. Like not so old, but like they're
yeah.
still good. But like I've watched them since they were young, and it's just like, damn, am I old? Fuck.
But they've done a lot in TNA already by
Yeah.
themselves and as a tag team, and it's just do they have to stay in TNA if they want to? Yeah,
What
obviously, but
else
they
is there
don't.
to do?
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
it's one of those things.
You've done enough, and I agree with
Yeah.
you on the AEW part. It's like, what do they have to do?
Yeah.
What is there for them to do over there?
Unless they're coming in and they know that they have like they already know what their spot is gonna be. Like they like maybe Tony's like, yo, I'm putting you strictly ROH. We're gonna build that up. Because not a lot of people watch it. Maybe if we sign some names to it, people will start keeping up with ROH.
Maybe,
So maybe something like that. But I don't think so. I really think, I really think they should just go international.
yeah.
Because
It would
even if
be
they
cool to.
sign with WWE, it would be cool. But I don't see them doing anything,
Me neither. Me neither.
especially since they're in their older ages.
You would have to start them in the main roster, if anything.
Yeah,
You know,
and it's not
you got
like, and people know them, but like, do WWE fans know Motor City?
that's the thing.
Because they're a
You would
big
have,
tag team, you know what I mean? But they're not like,
yeah,
not. I'm not trying to shit on them, but they're not like internationally known. They're not like a young buck name or like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
They're a fucking awesome tag team though, but I don't think they get the recognition which they do deserve to be one of those top names in the tag division in wrestling period, because they've been fucking killing it for a minute. But
Yeah,
I don't think they get the praise that they deserve. So I think that's gonna kind of hurt them too, because it's gonna be like, who are these guys? A lot of
yeah.
people, like more of the people that only watch WWE.
And someone like the Motor City Machine Guns, I feel like I say this for every indie guy that comes in. Kind of, they should be treated kind of like how Dragon Lee did. Throw him in there 6 months tops in NXT.
Yeah,
Don't give him maybe give him tag team titles, but don't give him more than 6 months down there. They don't need any development. It's just an introduction. These are the Motor City Machine Guns. Why are they so popular? Showcase their skills, then to the main roster. That
yep.
is it.
And
There's no reason for them to stay down there long enough.
to be honest, I would just build them up on them. I wouldn't even put them in NXT. To be honest, I would partner with Impact. I would partner with TNA and be like, hey, let us use footage for a montage and build them up that way. Because you got
Yeah,
clips of them versus Kurt, them versus Bobby Roode, them versus the Dudleys. You got people that are recognizable in those videos that you could use to build them up, so that
yeah,
people that don't know them get excited. And it's like, oh, these guys are like, they have fought all your favorite wrestlers. You just don't know them yet.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And do something like that with them. Because I'm sure, unless they left on bad terms with TNA, which I doubt, but
Yeah,
I think if they go to WWE, that would be the only way it would work. They would have to build them up using TNA footage, and I'm sure they could do that. I mean,
exactly.
their women's champion was in the Royal Rumble. I'm sure
Yeah,
they'll let
yeah,
them use some videos.
exactly, exactly. I mean, there was no introduction for Jordan Grace. It was just here at the
Yeah, it was
Rumble, and
just
that's
there
it.
she is. Yeah,
Yeah. So they could do that. She got a great reaction. If she got a
yeah,
great reaction, then I think the Motor City Machine Guns will get a great reaction coming in.
definitely.
Yeah, they have a great Division 2 tag division there too. Just gotta wait and see if they split those tag titles up. Um, you can't just be having one set of
Oh man.
champions
So
for
like,
as long
is
as
the
we can.
Mania match just for a new? Like, they should just make it for a new tag belt.
It's just for them too.
Like, just
They
combine the
didn't.
belts already, bro. If you're not gonna split them, combine them into one belt. Stop having them carry both around.
There were, I don't want to say rumors, but there were like different like ways that they could split up the tag belts at Mania. Was like you have one tag team from Raw grab the Raw belts, and then the one tag team from SmackDown grab the SmackDown belts, and they both
Okay.
pull them out at the same time. So it's like now it is split
Now
up.
you
You know
split
what
the
I mean?
belts. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like it's
Okay.
just two teams that win. They both won the separate belts. They totally won it. I mean, there are
Yeah.
two belts,
Facts.
right?
They
So
would
you
they
can't
would
really,
have to make that work like perfect though, for them
yeah.
to make it work. I don't know.
Unless one of them goes up and they pull like an Otis move where like the SmackDown belts drop and it lands in like, or the Raw belts drop into like R-Truth's hands, and
Okay.
then
Yeah.
somehow like they win the Raw belts. But that's gonna confuse the fans, and it's like, did he
Yeah.
win? Did he not win? Like who won?
Exactly. That's what's gonna
But
fuck everything up. It's
yeah,
confusing the fans. They just have to. They should have just had them defend it twice.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that would have been the easiest thing. Have them defend it twice and call it a day. Like, night one, you defending the Raw ones. Night two, you defending the SmackDown ones. Call game.
exactly. One of them they lose the
I
titles in,
am,
or both
yeah,
of them.
I am excited that they're doing the ladder match, but it's like,
Yeah,
you gotta split these belts, man.
yeah. There
Like,
are
combine
rumors
them.
that they're gonna be adding more matches to the card.
They need to chill. They need to chill. Leave the matches alone. Right now, what we got set up on night one, we got the tag match. Roman Rock, Cody, Seth. We got the
Yeah,
ladder match. We got the Usos. What else is confirmed for night one?
I think
They
Rhea
confirmed like
versus
five
Becky.
matches, right?
I don't want to say yes, because I don't remember hearing the match is confirmed. But
Nick, hold on.
I know there's currently 10 matches
I got you.
on 2 nights.
Hold up. Wait, what you said?
There's currently 10 matches, so
Wait.
5 and 5. That's going to be done in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe
But the matches that they have announced, let's see, hold on. So Rock Roman versus Cody and Seth is night one. They're the only
yeah,
the ones that is confirmed night one. Okay, I thought I saw something that a couple of them were confirmed. So you got that match, then you got Roman versus Cody, you got Seth versus Drew, Io versus Bailey, Rhea and Becky, Sammy and Gunther, the ladder match, Logan Owens and Orton, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso, LA Knight, AJ Styles. 10 matches.
yeah. I
Fire.
would
Why would you want to add, Nick? There's no other match for Mania that we need.
I would say I would take 4 matches. 2 of those 4 add to the pre-show. So that way
Okay.
it's 6 matches on the main card and then 2 pre-show matches. The pre-show matches I would add are the battle royals. Put them on Mania. Because realistically,
I'll put them on SmackDown. I would leave them on SmackDown.
because the reason why I say 2 matches tops, I would be cool with, because there's really no more than 2 other matches, storylines that I can think of that could be added on to
Yeah.
Mania. There's like besides those 2, there's no other storylines that I could think of that can possibly be put on Mania.
The only thing, if they were to add another match to this 10 card match, if they were to add one, right? The only one
Yeah,
I would be okay with is Ray and Dominic, since they just teased that.
yeah,
That would be the only match I would be okay with. Any other match makes no sense as a WrestleMania match to me. I feel like this is a perfect card. Whether it's one night or 2 nights, I think this is a perfect card. This is an awesome card. I think if you start adding to it, you're doing a little too much. I
yeah.
think you're doing a little too much if you add to this. I think right now it's at a good spot. Both got like you got to see the champions both nights. Yeah, I think this is an awesome card. But I get it, like they'll probably add a pre-show match here and there. But I think like the main card they shouldn't touch unless it's like I said, Ray and Dominic. Other than that, I don't really think any other storyline really makes sense
Bes-
to add, right? Is there anything else
bes-
really going on?
I mean, there was one. I don't know if this is like It's not rumored. They're just fans speculating. The
Okay.
only other match I can definitely see is a 6 women tag: Naomi, Bianca, Jade versus Damage Control.
Okay.
That would make
I could see
sense.
that. I could see
Like,
that.
will
I
it be
would throw
announced?
it.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because is making her debut Friday, so
Is she debuting Friday?
I
Or
don't,
is she
not
just
not a
showing?
match. Showing
Okay.
up. She's showing up.
Okay.
So
Cause
that could lead to something.
I don't think she wrestles till after Mania.
That's what I was thinking
Let's
too.
talk
I'm
about
like,
this. Cause I think if anything, she's gonna come out and help Bailey. And that's what's gonna start her with the damage control storyline.
what do you mean? Like after Mania, you have her help
Yeah.
Bailey?
Like cause damage control of course is gonna try and help Io. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And the numbers are gonna be against Bailey. And they're gonna get a little squad, the squad you just said. Naomi, Jade, and who else you said?
Bianca.
I keep forgetting about fucking fine ass Bianca. Yeah, and Bianca. I think that's you're gonna have like a little brawl side. There's gonna be a couple matches that are gonna be overbooked this weekend, and that's gonna be
Probably.
one of them. That's gonna be overbooked because they're just gonna have everybody come out, and then the match is just gonna finish. Like it's gonna be one of those that everybody's just brawling on the outside as Bailey and Io fight, and then that's gonna
Yeah.
happen with Roman and Cody as well. In my opinion, they're both gonna be like all out brawls. But yeah, I don't think Jade fights till after Mania. I think that's where she comes out for the first time, like to wall out. I think
I
when we see her
think
for the next SmackDowns, she's gonna be chill and maybe cut a promo here and there, but nothing crazy.
I think our first match should be at Backlash in France. I think that'd
Okay.
be cool to have international show. I think that'll get a lot of tickets coming in.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
that's where you do a 4-on-4.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they do 1-on-one with a rematch if Bailey wins between her and EO,
True.
and three on
Yeah.
three, yeah.
Yeah. And then do
With
that.
them,
Yeah.
they can
But
still
yeah, I
do it
think
there.
I agree with you. I think her first match should be France.
But if they do it at Mania,
It is. Yeah,
cool.
it is what it is.
It
Yeah.
would be cool. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna watch it. I probably am gonna watch it. It'd be
Oh no.
dope
Yeah.
for her.
Definitely. But it's just one
But
of those that's like it's just a match. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you could put out Mania, but like
yeah,
it's not needed.
yeah. Exactly,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
exactly.
It's just an add-on. But I
But
wouldn't
the
be. I
battle,
don't think I'll be mad at that.
yeah, I mean, I love Jade. I think
Yeah.
that'd be a cool match. It makes sense storyline wise. It's not like a random thrown together match
No. Yeah.
last minute.
Definitely.
The battle royals I feel like make sense for Mania because again, besides those two, Ray versus Dom and the other match, there's no other storylines going on.
No.
Literally, that's it. That should be it. Tops, nothing else. But the battle royal is just there
To be honest, they should
for the
just throw
pre-show.
both battle royals like co-main event both night. Just have that as the break before the main event.
Yeah, yeah, they could do that. Um, yeah, doesn't have to be the pre-show, but I just
Yeah.
think that the rosters, there's so many people on the roster right now. They could definitely do battle royals for both now.
Yeah.
Um, I did the math before, and I was like, there's besides the women that are competing right now, like Bailey, Io, Becky, Rhea. Uh, there's over 30 women that are not booked for Mania.
Oh, so
So you could definitely have a battle royal.
damn.
Yeah,
They got 30 women on their roster? I didn't even know that was a thing. They
yeah. There's
just
so many. They have a lot.
just keep using the same ones.
I know. I know. There's so many we haven't
That's
seen on TV in
yeah,
weeks. It's
because I
like,
was
damn.
like, damn, there was. I think that would be cool. I think that would be dope. Also, you could throw some NXT people in there. I think you
Exactly.
could do that for the
Isn't
men and women and just get both people shine. Maybe you do a match on Stand and Deliver. Whoever
yeah
wins gets a spot in the Battle
in the battle
Royal.
royal. Yeah,
And that kind of makes the Battle Royal feel special.
exactly.
Because
It'd be cool if they had
they
stakes
don't,
to it too.
yeah, because they don't give a fuck about that Battle Royal. They cared the first year. They cared the first year. And then after that, it was like, all right, who gives a fuck?
There were
And
some
then it made us
cool
be like,
winners.
all right, okay. Nah, yeah, there's been some cool ones over the years. But like, they show them with the trophy, and then that's it. They come out the next night, they stand next to the trophy, and we never see it again. They never talk about it or anything.
Yeah, but I feel like for if they continue doing on SmackDown, I feel like it'll be more and more forgettable. Because there are
Yeah,
times though, the past few years where I'm like, oh shit, the Battle Royals tonight. Because there's also Ring of Honor, there's also the Hall of Fame to look
yep.
for afterwards. So it's like people don't really care about it. Bobby Lashley won it last year, and what did Bobby Lashley do after? Nothing. I forgot he won it last year. If they win it at Mania, I think it'll be a more spotlighted thing. People are gonna be there already. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a lot of eyes on it anyways. Even though it
true.
might be a bathroom break match, it's still like there,
Something.
people are watching it.
Yeah.
So
To be honest, you could be lying about Bobby Lashley. I'm still going to believe you. I couldn't tell you who won last year's. I couldn't tell you who's won the last couple. The last
I think
person I remember winning a battle royal was Matt Hardy, and Bray Wyatt had helped him win. That was the
yeah.
last time I cared about the winner of the battle
Ooh,
royal.
I'm
And
trying to
what was
remember
that?
what
34 or 33?
New Orleans,
34. Yeah, 34.
whatever New Orleans
Because
was. Yeah,
33 Wyatt fought for the belt.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we won't get into that.
I know Jey Uso won it one year. I think that was
Really?
the first pandemic one,
Okay.
like after 2020. And I think Madcap Moss won it the year later. Madcap Moss, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They're
they
booking
really
random
don't
people to
care.
win it.
They really don't care.
That's why to make you care. They make people to make people care about it. Book it for Mania. Like
Yeah.
it's doesn't make sense to keep it on SmackDown. Eventually, he's
And
gonna
get
get rid of it.
get some names in there, man.
Yeah,
Get some
there's
names
definitely
in
a lot of
there.
names that aren't even
Get
booked for Mania that could be in it.
yeah, definitely. Cause I remember when they used to try to put legends in there low key. Like I remember at 32 in Dallas, If you look in the ring, Tatanka's there randomly,
Yeah,
and it's
Down
like, what
Dallas
the
Page
fuck
was in
is
there.
Tatanka? Yo, I remember I was looking up at the screen. I was like, is that fucking Tatanka? Like, of all
Yeah.
people in this battle royal, Tatanka?
And that was the year that Shaq was in it too, right? Wasn't Shaq in
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Who
Yeah.
won that year? Oh, Baron Corbin won that year.
Yeah.
That was his call up. That was actually a
That
cool
yeah.
moment. That was
That was a
actually a
cool
dope
moment.
moment.
I think he eliminated
See, do
Kane.
stuff like that. Like have a Braun Breaker win it, and then show up on Raw the next night and be like, "Yo, I'm here."
He's on
Like,
SmackDown though. He's on SmackDown.
okay,
So
so show up on SmackDown.
yeah.
I'm here, like, cause he's been locked in NXT for too long.
Way too long.
Yeah,
Way too long.
I've been seeing clips of him. He looks like he's chilling. Like, get him on the roster.
Exactly. He
But
needs to be on
again,
the
you
main.
do have a lot going on the main roster. There is a
So he's
lot
working double
going
duty.
on.
Let him work double duty in the meantime. He's
Yeah,
the tag team champions. So just have him do something on the main roster.
nah, yeah, facts.
But
Question: how did you feel about the ending of Raw this week?
honestly, amazing ending. Great
Okay,
ending to the Raw.
yeah,
Um, I haven't been that excited about the ending to a Raw in a while. I can't really pinpoint exactly when the last time I had a was that excited for a Raw ending. But it's quite some time that it's
nah,
been
yeah,
like that. I thought it
it's
was
it's been a minute since there's been a good ending to Raw. I think the
yeah.
last good. I think like the last. I wouldn't even say it was a good ending. I would say it was a decent ending. Was the Batista return when he's dragging Ric
Ric
Flair through
Flair.
backstage? I think
Yeah,
that was the last time that was like whoa, but it wasn't even like a whoa, this is good. It was just like a surprise ending. I think the last time that we had a good ending that I remember has to be the Shield turn when Rollins turned on Roman and Dean. It had to be that. I think that was a lot because I believe that closed the show. I think that was the last time that was like an interesting ending to a Raw. Other
yeah,
than that, I couldn't tell you. Like I saw a lot of reports that were like, "Yo, this was like the best Raw ending of the decade," and that was the first time that I saw something ridiculous like that. And I was like, you know what? I couldn't tell you a better ending. But also, that's off the top of my head. I'm sure there's been good endings, but
yeah.
this one was insane, really
Y-
good.
Yeah, again, I'm not saying that this past Monday night the ending to the show was the best I've ever seen, but it's the best that I've seen in quite
In a
some time,
while,
in a
yeah.
while.
What? Hell yeah.
And it definitely added a lot to this story to be like, oh shit. Um, now I was already 100% interested in the story anyways, but that added an extra layer to it
Yeah.
because earlier in the night, The Rock just came out. No one knew he was coming out. Went into the ring, whispered something to Cody, didn't even grab the mic and just dipped. And then we knew something was going to happen, but we didn't know like what exactly or when it will
Yeah.
happen. We just
Exactly.
knew that like he wasn't there just to just whisper something. Something's gonna happen. And the way it executed that night, I think, was a perfect way to end the show. It'd be cool. It would have been cool if it happened next Monday night, the Go Home Raw.
Uh
But
huh.
regardless, I thought it was a great story, great addition to the story, and I'm just excited for that match.
So that was gonna be my next question. My next question is now: are you worried?
Worried about what?
Because this means Cody just got the beat down, right? That means he's gonna get his come up this coming Monday. He's gonna get back at Rock, most definitely.
Yeah.
He's gonna be standing tall, go home Raw. Are you nervous?
So if that happens,
Ooh,
the typical go home show beatdown that we
the
talked about for it happens a lot.
typical, the typical go home. The last time it happened in Barclay, Undertaker was standing tall after he chokeslammed Brock Lesnar into a table.
Yeah. The thing is though, if Cody gets the upper hand on Rock
Mm-hmm.
on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
means that Roman Reigns and Rock might win the tag match on night one, which
Okay.
then that means that night two it'll be Bloodline rules, whatever they said.
Yeah.
So
We know
am
they're
I
winning
wor-
the tag. They have to win the tag match because there's no way you're gonna kind of hint at bloodline rules and not give me bloodline rules.
But
You're walling.
Bloodline rules is essentially, I'm guessing, a no
No
disqualification
disqualification.
match.
Yeah.
So if
Meaning
anything, it'll just
anybody could
be
interfere and that's
Yeah.
when the door's gonna be wide open.
So if anything, it'll be Solo, Jimmy, Rock, three people.
Yeah.
But then Cody also has friends, Jay and Seth, that can help out.
Yep.
Um, so am I worried about that? Cody has backup anyways, so it'll probably be an interesting match to end the show anyways.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great match. A lot of like you said before, they might over. I don't want to say overdo it, but they might. They're most definitely gonna include everyone in that match.
Yeah. Definitely.
Um, but it might. It's definitely gonna be like a roller coaster of emotions. Like, oh, Roman's gonna win it, but is he really gonna win it? Cody's almost gonna win it. Is he actually gonna win it? We don't know. But it's definitely gonna be a whole roller coaster of emotions that night. And I think
Oh,
that's what they're going
definitely.
for with the bloodline rules thing.
Yeah.
If it's if Cody wins it, if Cody and Seth win the night before for the tag match, I get it. Like you want a clean fight, no interferences, which I also wouldn't mind because
Yeah.
it's
I
like
wouldn't
I would
mind
want to
either.
see, I want to see what happens with
Yeah.
no bloodline involved. You know, that would be an interesting uh,
Yeah. Because then
dynamic
whoever
to see.
wins is like, you still had hope. Like either way, whoever wins, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those situations.
Yeah,
I think if anything, you want to keep it clean, but I think you wouldn't advertise bloodline rules if you're not giving me bloodline rules.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah, so that's why I think they definitely win in night one.
Ugh,
Now night two, that's up for debate. We shall see
exactly.
on that one
We should
because
see.
we never know what could happen. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
You
yeah,
never
yeah.
know what could happen.
Uh, there's so
Now,
much that can happen.
yeah,
There's so much that can happen.
it's exciting. What's crazy is I hate that people can't just enjoy it.
Yeah,
Like
I'm enjoying it.
hell yeah, like this is such a good time to be watching wrestling, and like we finally got a Mania that's like hype around everything. Like there's not like a bad match on the card. I
Yeah,
like it looks like a banger front, like top to bottom. It's one of
yeah.
those. So it's like it's
It,
gonna be an exciting one. I hope
if
it.
I were to if I were to choose the bad match, it would probably be LA Knight versus AJ Styles, but that's even a good storyline itself.
It got me with the story. That's what I'm saying. I don't
Yeah.
even know if I would put it in in that conversation. I'm looking at the list right now, and I would say the one that I don't even think it's a bad match, but the one that I'm not looking forward to at all is the Rhea and Becky. I just they haven't gotten me with that story. Maybe it's just that I'm biased. I'm not a Becky fan, but I
Okay.
do love Rhea, and I'm just like I can't get into this story.
I have two more questions regarding that match, though.
What's up?
First one, actually, it's not really involving the match; it's involving more Becky. Um,
Okay.
I don't know if you saw the interview she did yesterday with Ariel Hawani, when she was promoting her book.
Ariel
Um,
Hawani.
she
What?
said in the interview that she has 2 months left of her contract,
Okay.
and she doesn't know if she's going to resign it yet. I don't know if she said that part. I made that up, but she has 2 months left in her contract, and I think she said she doesn't know what she's going to do yet. Do
Okay.
you think she's going to resign, or do you think she's going to take a break?
Oh, that's a
Because
tough question.
I'll give you my idea for that.
Okay.
If let's say
Because
two
she's
months from
definitely not
now,
going anywhere else. She's
yeah,
either gonna be home chilling, being a mom, or she's gonna resign.
exactly. If 2 months from now Becky doesn't resign, like you said, I don't think she's done like completely with
No.
wrestling or with WWE. We definitely will see her, back eventually, but she's going to be a full time mom, which she hasn't really had that time since her baby was born,
Yeah.
which was like a couple of months. So she hasn't had that alone time and be a mom and get that experience. Because you only get to, I mean, yeah, people have multiple kids, but to see your kids grow up, you don't really have that much time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a blink of
Especially
an eye. 1 second they're a baby, next moment they're grown up.
like that.
So it's like, yeah. So I won't be surprised if Becky took that time off, the time that she deserves off. Not saying I want her off,
Yeah,
but it would make sense to have her get that time off, eventually come back to WWE, and she doesn't have to worry about rushing to get back by a certain date point. So I wouldn't be mad
yeah.
at that.
I think she's gonna resign. I think she's gonna resign on a Brock Lesnar, John Cena kind of contract. On I'll do big shows. I'll do it when you
Okay.
need me. She's one of those people that's like, it's kind of tough because the women's division doesn't have, there's not a lot going on. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
she's done the Rumble. She's main event in Mania. She's been champion how many times? What else is there for her to do? Why does she need to be here full time? There's
Yeah.
nothing left for her to do unless it's a big match at a SummerSlam or a Mania or a big pay per view. Other than that, there's no. She does not need to be there full time.
Yeah.
So I think maybe she signs one of those contracts. I don't think she'll step away completely. I think
Yeah.
she'll do that. Like she'll pop up like twice a year, maybe for like Saudi or something or international show. But I don't think she's gonna just not resign completely. I think she still wants that taste. That's the toughest
Exactly.
part of like watching all these bios and stuff. That's it seems like that is such a rush. Like the fans and performing and shit, and they can't shake that. So I think as long as she gets a little taste of that here and there, she'll be good. So I think
She'll definitely get that itch to come back.
yeah,
So she'll probably return, like you said, on like a part-time schedule
yeah.
to
But
be
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Like she won't have to do house shows. So she
yeah,
really just gotta show up for work on Monday or Friday, and the rest of your week you're home with the kid. You're chilling.
exactly. Yeah.
You're good. You know what I mean? Like I think that's probably the best situation for her because again, there's no secondary women's belt. You know what I mean? She's done everything you could do in the women's division. There's nothing she hasn't done. So unless they're making a new title or something, she's done everything. Even Money in the Bank, she didn't
Yeah.
cash it in, but she held it for a minute.
She ha- yeah, yeah.
No, not her.
But she
I forgot they traded it. They traded. Remember
yeah,
the
Oscar
night
won it.
after
Yeah. Yeah,
Mania.
yeah.
Yes, the night after
Yeah.
Mania, Nick. So I
Money in the
count
Bank.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
what did I say?
You said Mania. You
Oh,
said
Money
you
in the
said
Bank. Money in the Bank. Yeah,
yeah.
Money in the Bank. I'm at. My fault. But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like so I think she's good to just be a part timer, and also she's been wrestling for so long, her body probably needs the rest.
She's been killing
So
it
that
over the past year and a half.
yeah, so getting her like twice a year at her best is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So
That'd
I
be
wouldn't
insane.
see why she wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
And then also
So
after the, I also think after Mania, Rollins is out of here for a little bit. I
yeah,
think he's
he's
gonna
got to
take a
heal
break.
up. He's got to heal up.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's gotta get off my television for a little bit because
yeah.
he needs to heal, but also he's getting to that point that he's becoming a little stale. He's becoming a little stale with his character, and even like with this Mania thing, he's like kind of a background character, and like even with him and
Yeah.
Drew, it's really Drew and Punk,
Punk.
and
Yeah.
Rollins is kind of like fighting for Punk's honor. You know what I mean? Like it's not he's not
Yeah.
even in the storyline, which is crazy to me because he's one of your top performers. How is he backup in both matches he's in?
But I'm assuming they probably didn't have much plan for him because of the injury. They're probably like, you know what? Let's not make you the focal point because we don't want you to be like wrestling as much or be. Because
Yeah,
if you make him
maybe.
the focal point, they're gonna be like, why hasn't he wrestled in so long or done this 3 4 months?
Yeah,
But the
but
others have.
we knew he was injured though. That's why I didn't think it would be a problem with them not having him wrestle. But I guess I could see it your way. But I just like backup, like he's playing backup in both his matches. That's wild. He's the background
I'm.
character. So I
I,
think he needs to get off TV for a little bit, let people appreciate him when he comes back. When we
yeah.
haven't seen him for a while and he pops back up, people are gonna appreciate him.
We always say that fans appreciate the wrestlers when they're gone, and
Yep.
they don't appreciate them when they're here.
Look at
I
John Cena.
think
John Cena gets mad love now, and that's because he's part time. Like when he shows up,
exactly.
yeah, we sing Cena sucks, but it's more out of love and not even out of hate anymore. It's kind of the Kurt Angle "you suck" shit.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
it's just for the Rollins and McIntyre thing. I think it started off because of how much Drew was hating on Punk. They just
Yeah,
made that the story. Like I don't think that was intentionally supposed to happen. It just happened.
yeah,
Again, it was Punk's injury. Drew with that first shirt with the tombstone. That just
hmm,
went in. They sold that out, and then it was like they just rolled with that from there.
yeah.
It's really
Now
a
it makes
Punk versus Drew
sense.
situation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I. But that's why I'm saying like he just needs to take a break because to play backup on both is crazy. That
yeah,
just means right now you need a break, bro.
you
You need
do.
a
Yeah,
break so the fans can appreciate you more.
yeah.
Because if you stay, we're not. You're putting your body on the line, and the fans don't even care, which is trash to say. But it's like it is what it is. That's when, because you see the like they get like the beer goggles, like the graduation eyes, when
Yeah,
somebody leaves, and they're like, oh my god, like we haven't seen him in so long. Like right now, that all AEW fans are like, oh my god, like when's Kenny coming back? Like we haven't seen Kenny.
when's
You're
MJF coming
finally
back for Baker?
appreciating him.
Yeah,
You finally could see that everything he was doing every week was he was walling. Like he put his body on the line. Same thing with Rollins, and they just need to heal. And as you heal, you'll get more appreciated because you won't be on TV, won't be in the spotlight. So when you come back, people actually get a chance to miss you. If
thing
nobody
is like,
misses you, no one really cares.
yeah, the thing is, will he take the time off though? I feel like Seth is the
I
type
don't
of
think
guy
he
that'd be like,
will.
nah, I don't. I want to stay here. I want to continue this,
He's
but
gonna continue and he's gonna stay bland. It's tough. It's tough, bro. Like his character is just nothing. The
because
reason
really,
leave and
if you
what's
think
up?
about it, like let's say if he takes time off after Mania, right? If he loses, then who else are you going to put in the main event picture? Of course, anybody can be in that main event picture. Drew can go up against anybody, Cody or um really anybody, unless these
You
Finn
got
Balor, Owens, Gunther.
yup
So
Priest. You got a
Priest,
lot of guys on that roster that could take that spot, and I think that's why Rollins doesn't want to do it because he feels that he's gonna lose the spot. But
he's fine though.
you're not gonna lose your spot. You're a
Yeah,
Triple H guy. Like you're taken care of, bud. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like you're good. You could
He's
do the Shawn Michaels "I lost my smile." Come back and main event Mania next year. Like you're
yeah.
good. You're good, bud.
All you got to do is come back, win the Rumble, and there you go. You're
You're
back in
yeah, you're
where you
good.
were.
Exactly.
So
Like I feel like he has nothing to worry about. But also wrestlers just have that in their mind that they're like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna miss time. Somebody's gonna come up and
yeah,
take my spot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he's fine. It's not like he's gonna
He's
get
chilling.
put in the mid card picture for a while. No, he'll be fine.
No
He'll be
shot.
fine.
To be honest, I was hoping that a while ago because I was like, yo, put him doing something different. Like, I think him coming back, like, let's say he leaves and he comes back and does the IC title. I wouldn't be mad at that because it's like, all right,
Yeah,
now he's fighting new talent because when he was champion, he was going through the same storylines, the same people. You know what I mean? We could actually get Rollins versus Jay Uso for the IC title. You know what I mean?
that'll
Like
be
that's
a
a
big
random
story.
match, but like that's a
Yeah,
good one. You know what I mean? So it gives him new talent to work with. So
even if
I
it's
even
him
think
versus
that
Him versus Gunther.
yeah, exactly. Because you couldn't do that with the title, the world title, but you could do this with the IC title. So who
Yeah,
knows? Maybe you do that with him. Because he's also one of those that he's like he's done everything, and
yeah,
he's even held the new belt that you made. The new
exactly.
belt
Yeah,
you made because somebody was holding hostage. He's holding hostage right now. How did that
yeah,
happen? You created a belt because someone was holding it hostage, and this guy's about to make a year holding this belt. I
exactly.
I
Yeah,
remember we talked about it when the belt was made. It was like, oh, like whoever wins will probably hold it like till SummerSlam, and then lose it, and then whoever wins that will probably win it around like Rumble. Like they'll hold it for
yeah,
3 months. We're here with the same champ.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
here with the same champ. And but what also showed me he needs to take a break is like every time he was going against people, everyone was cheering for the other person.
That is true.
Ever since
Exactly.
ever since SummerSlam, I think that's when people started getting tired of it.
Yeah. They knew
Like
like
not
that
even
was his
tired of
time.
him, but him having the belt. It was like, yo. But then they forgave it when he started doing the Cody, Rock, and Roman thing. But before that, people were like, let's go Finn. Finn lost. Let's go Nakamura. Nakamura lost. Let's go whoever's next. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like I just kept
Yeah.
going. And then he finally did um the promo with Rock and Roman, and then everybody just forgave it and they were like, ah yeah, he's the champion. It was like,
Yeah.
okay. But it was one of those things that I was like, okay, people are like, and it's not even him, it's just that he's stuck in this title. I get it was just weird. I don't know. But yeah, he
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely needs some time. I think he definitely needs to lose the belt too. Like I see people are like Rollins got retained. I'm like, no, he
No,
doesn't.
he
Like he
does
really
not. Yeah.
doesn't.
He
Like
does not.
and he retains. Wow, just give him the year. Just let him hold it till France. Like,
Yeah.
cause wow, that's crazy. But I think this is them going to McIntyre like, hey, bud, you try to resign? Like,
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
this belt for you. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
things. Like, pull up. I got this belt, bud. Because I saw some report that it was like, he hasn't signed anything yet. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, those reports will change after Mania. When he's carrying the belt around, all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, yeah, he just signed a 5-year deal.
But we shall see
We
after
shall
Mania.
see.
We'll talk about it next week when we do
Yep.
predictions. But we shall see if he holds it past Mania.
Yeah, facts.
Um, that's the thing because you don't know. You know,
No.
there's a lot of options, a lot of scenarios with these
Yeah.
matches. They'd be like, shit, if this happens, then Drew could lose it, but he could also win it. Then the injury can be in play. What if he
Yeah.
takes advantage like he did with Punk?
Very
Because he
true.
knows Rollins is injured. He knows it was announced. He said it on television that he's injured.
Yeah.
So who knows?
He
Who
could use
knows?
that to his advantage.
Exactly. Exactly. Another question I had going back to that Rio match.
Oh, damn.
Do
Yeah,
you?
we were talking about that. We got
Yeah.
all so off. Like,
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait, I had another question. I was like, fuck. Um, it's about more about Rhea, not
okay.
Becky. Well, kind of about Rhea. Candice LeRae seems to be going heel,
Uh huh.
and Rhea posted a photo the other day of her and Candice together. I think they were recreating a photo or something. I don't know, but
Okay.
she posted a photo of them together. Do you think Rhea is starting a woman's version of Judgment Day? Would you be interested in that?
I would be interested in that. I am not against that at all. I think that would actually be cool.
Me too.
I think that would
Not
actually be a cool idea. And you could
Rhea,
kind
Candice,
of,
and Indy.
yeah. I think that's actually a dope idea. You could put them
That'd
against
be
damage
fire.
control.
Yeah, because the
Yeah.
thing is like Candice, what we've seen from Candice LeRae as a heel right now, it's 1000% works. Like that's the
Yeah.
first time I've ever seen Candice as a heel, so she's doing a great part at that. If they're trying to turn Indy Hartwell heel, I don't know. We've never seen that from her, so that's like a 50-50 risk. Because the last
That
time
is
that I
true.
remember
Yeah.
seeing Indy heel was when she was doing those stuff with the Way in NXT.
Oh my god,
That
I
was
forgot
more
about the way.
but that was more comedic,
That
not
is true. Yeah.
really serious. But if the plan is to have those two join Rhea Ripley, that's just a wild prediction. I wouldn't mind that because that would be pretty cool. Because you have Rhea kind of running her own version of the Judgment Day, but also part of the Judgment Day
Yeah.
with everyone else.
And then you could
So
use it
that'd be a
as like a
cool
tactic
concept.
for her too. You could use it like have them collect the tag belt. You know what I mean? Like have them do stuff and be like, yo, you guys lost all your titles. What we doing, man? How the women doing better than y'all? I guess because I'm the leader. You know what I mean? She could use that to
Yeah,
like her thing. I think that would be really cool to be honest. Because we
that'd
only
be
have
fire.
damage control as the like a woman's faction. We need
Yeah,
another one. I think that would be dope.
that would be
I am
sick.
not against that at all. I think that's
And
really dope. I didn't even know that happened. that she
I
posted
saw
today.
it, and then I'm like, is this
This might
teasing
be,
something?
yeah, this might
Yeah,
just be her. Yeah, with her probably, yeah. That's a fact because
yeah.
she knows what she be doing on social media.
Because I don't think like
That's a
they would
random
turn.
ass picture to post. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, people were saying that they were recreating it. They posted the original photo, so I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But like,
but that's random. You see her every week.
yeah,
Stop it.
I didn't even know
Stop
there
it.
was like an original photo for that. You know what I mean? I don't think I would
Damn
have
no.
cared. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it's their
facts.
social media. You know,
Yo,
can't really
they know how to
say.
use it, man. They know how to use it
Yeah,
to their advantage. They got us thinking, like, oh shit, is that gonna happen now? Because to be
yeah,
honest, I think that would be really dope. I think
it
that'd
would
be
be.
really cool, and it helps Rhea bring up other people that don't really got eyes on them. No, like
Yeah,
dissing like Candice and Indy, but like that would be a big up for them to be messing with the women's champion,
yeah,
and
and
she's
then
the
that'll
leader of the
add.
group.
They'll get more TV time. You know what I mean? It's
Exactly.
like they
Yeah.
weren't before. Now they've been put with Rhea, and it's like shit. Now they're getting more
Yeah.
TV time, which
Definitely.
would
You
be
know,
sick.
I would be so down with that.
But the thing is, though, is like they don't have enough babyface tag teams. That's the only issue. Um,
True.
but it's like
But they
they could
could
probably
make
figure it
some. They
out.
could. Yeah. They
Yeah,
could. They love making tag teams. They can do it.
exactly.
They'll be alright.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I think that group would be really cool. I think that would be a cool and different thing that they'll be doing. Because of course we have damage control, but they're just like a group of friends. You know what I mean? She about to have Indy and Candice as like soldiers.
yeah,
That's what she gonna have them as. I think that'd be dope. Damn, now
yeah.
I'm
That would
with
be
that.
sick.
I'm trying to sell that now.
Maybe
Yeah,
she recruits them as like, yo, I like y'all attitudes. Join the Judgment Day, and it's like,
exactly.
all right,
Join the
bet.
Judgment Day.
Exactly. Join the Judgment Day. Yeah.
It's lit.
Yeah. Come over here. We'll win. Trust me. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
that'd
I
be
want to show them
fire.
that we can get titles.
Yo, I'm
Then,
so down with that. I think that's a dope idea. Wow.
yeah. If they do that,
Yo, WWE, make that happen, man.
exactly right.
Make that
Hire us for
happen, cause,
writers.
bro, come on, come
Yeah.
on.
For
Cause they
real.
know we would be writing nonsense. That's why. Cause it'll be good,
No, yeah,
but I'll
yeah.
be like, whoa. I mean, if I was
Yeah.
writing, I would still have Rock and Roman main eventing. People will be tight of
Yeah,
me. They'll
yeah.
be they'll be hashtag cancel Peacock
Yeah.
subscription. I'll be like,
Yeah.
oh well, you get Roman and Rock. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's
Um,
why I would lose business if I was like a leader or something. Like I always see those threads as like if I was a NBA GM, I would have been fired. And there's like threads like I would have signed Lonzo right out of high school.
yeah.
I would have done this. I would have done that. I'm like, yo, you know what? I would have done the same shit, and I would have been fired.
Yeah.
Would have been like, yo, Joel, listen, we can't do Roman Rock. No one wants it, but I want it,
I want it.
and
Yeah,
I'm
I
the
want
writer. They're
it.
like,
Yeah.
yo, we gotta fire you. I was like, there's no other
Uh,
choice. There's no other choice.
that'd be crazy. But yeah, what else happened the last couple of days we
um,
could talk about?
what else has happened? Oh, you know what's funny? I was watching AEW yesterday, right? And it's so crazy that I'm watching the Bucks. Shout out the Bucks. I like how they're like with their new gimmicks and they're adding more moves, random moves to their um move set, I guess. And shout out them. But I was looking at them and I was like, whoa, like imagine, because I think that's what Cody's character would have been if he would have leaned into the heel. Like if he would have turned heel in AEW, if he would have gone with the fans, like what the fans wanted,
Yeah,
and went heel, he would have been basically what the Bucks are doing now. But he can actually he's because he's a better heel, and he could be a dick, and I think he would have
yeah,
killed. Like the Bucks are cool, they're doing their thing, but I think him with that kind of character would have killed. And I just hate that it's like, bro, we never got that. Like that, I think him as a heel would have been fire. He could have dyed his hair black again. It would have been sick, and he probably would have been one of the most over heels. He to be honest, it might have gave MJF a problem if he would have done it. To be honest, that's how big I think it would have been.
I mean, it's the thing with the Young Bucks. and with that gimmick they're doing now, it seems it's obviously working, but it seems like they're enjoying it in a way to where it's like they don't need to be at the top of the game,
Yeah.
where like they don't have to be winning championships.
Uh
They're
huh.
being booked at the top, of course. They're with Okada, but
Yeah.
it's like it would have been different for Cody to be like he probably would have been the main event guy, even though he wasn't
Yeah.
able to compete for the title. He would have been in big feuds, big storylines. Maybe win the Continental Championship, the
Yep.
TNT Championship a few more times, um, and maybe the International Championship. He would have been like dripped in gold, other than the world title.
Yeah.
Maybe they would have done something to be like, you know what, I can compete. I'm the
Somehow, some
EVP. I
way.
can make my
Yeah.
own rule. Yeah, that would have been his big heel move. Is like I'm now compete for the title. Why
Yeah.
was that? What was I thinking?
Facts. Exactly.
Um, so who
But
knows
I was
what that
like,
would
I
have
was
been like?
watching that. I was like, damn, like, I wish we would have got that. And it's kind of like when I'm watching them, they also kind of making fun of Cody. Like now they're using the middle entrance, like what Cody used
Yeah,
to do. So it's like it's little stuff like that, which I'm sure they, because I'm sure they're still cool with him. But it's just funny that they do shit like that to like kind of like what's up,
yeah,
my guy? You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but it's like, damn, like if Cody would have done that, wow, I think it would have made AEW so much different if he would have turned heel and never
yeah.
left. It's just crazy to think of. But I think down the road in WWE, it's gonna happen. I think
Most definitely.
the heel turn's gonna happen. Um, I don't know how soon, but I think it will happen. Especially
I
like
think so
we've
too.
always talked about it. He's such a better chaser than a champion. Hopefully he rocks out when he wins the belt. Hopefully he kills it. But he is a better chaser. But I do want to see him as a heel sometime soon. I'm already tired of the eat your vitamins, say your prayers, Cody. I love it, but
Yeah,
like do your thing. You're the man right now. But down the road, at least for a year, I would like to see heel Cody like back
yeah.
at it.
Me too. Me
Like
too.
I think that would be sick. I think it would be sick when you give Gunther the belt. When you give Gunther the belt, and
It's
you
gonna have to
could
be
do
perfect
like
timing with that though.
yeah.
Let
No, yeah,
let's
definitely. But
say
I think it would just it would make the most sense if he was champion, just because we have like the American Nightmare. He's like the international like, fuck it, he's the man in
yeah.
Europe. You know what I mean? So it was like one of those things that's like the American Nightmare is just gonna take you down. You can't do nothing about America, baby. And you kind of have
Or
like that gimmick kind of thing that makes it corny, but Cody would make it work as a heel.
they could do that. It's just
Yeah.
I think that like a great way to start it. Say if like Cody does win the title and he goes to Berlin and have Gunther challenge him for the belts. I think that would be a great start to turn Cody heel, to be like, oh shit, he turned heel. The start of it was in, Gunther's hometown.
Uh
That I
huh.
get quite the reaction, but will it translate over to the States? Will the States continue that big heel reaction? Most likely, but it will set the tone for his heel run to be like, okay, now
Yeah.
we gotta boo Cody. Now
Uh
we know where
huh.
he stands. And plus, they do it like on an unexpected turn to be like, yeah, okay, match is over. Nothing's happened yet. Low blow, and he attacks Gunther, takes him out. We don't see Gunther for a while.
Okay. Okay. I could. That's actually dope. To be honest, I saw it a whole different way. I saw him losing in Berlin. Like this is something you can never like book though. It's something
Yeah,
that God just naturally happen. Especially like doing it this year would be way too soon. Like it'd
yeah,
be too
yeah,
quick. But it, like fantasy booking here, right? If we wanted to turn Cody heel, right? Shout out to whoever's listening. An hour and 8 minutes in, and we're fantasy booking, right?
exactly. Yeah,
But like let's say
yeah,
Cody just loses, right, to Gunther. Clean. Loses
yeah,
clean. Place goes crazy. You know the internet's gonna react because everybody loves Gunther. Right?
yeah,
He comes out on Monday and he's like, I did this for us. I defended our name, America's name, and y'all go out there and congratulate him?
yeah,
Are y'all with him or you gotta pick a side? And then that's how you start the slow of like, oh, he's going crazy. He lost his belt and he's going crazy. oh
Yeah.
shit, like, and then slowly, like, it's us against them, and then it's
Yeah,
one of those things,
yeah.
and that's how you could slowly turn him heel. But that's the way I would do it. But like I said, hopefully when we know he's gonna win the belt at Mania. You never know, but he's probably gonna win, and hopefully he has a good title run, man.
Yeah,
This is a
that's what I'm
good
hoping.
time in
As of
wrestling right now. Hopefully we get some fire matches, some fire storylines. That's what we can hope for.
there's so much we could predict this all day in like fantasy
Exactly.
book.
Hope what's
Yeah,
gonna happen or what we wish is gonna happen. Or we could just what we
wait
gotta
and
do,
see.
Nick.
Yeah,
Wait and see, baby.
exactly. Wait and see. And we'll talk
Yup,
about that more Mania stuff next week.
definitely.
Um, hopefully they'll release the schedule early in the week this time. Instead of waiting until the end of the week, then we
Listen,
gotta
if not, we
ruin our
could just go with
predictions.
the list that I did. If not, we could just go based off of my list.
Yeah, we'll just do it part one and part two instead
Facts.
of
Yeah,
labeling it.
we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, I guess that would
Yeah.
that would be it.
Yeah,
Uh,
facts. We touched a lot today, man. A lot's
we
happened
did,
in the last week.
we did. So whoever's listening to this part who made it this far, an hour and 11 minutes in,
Thank you.
um, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Tune into next week's. We most likely will be doing two next week. For
Yep.
Mania, one for night one, another for night two, or part one, part two. However we'll do it, we'll figure it out. But we'll be doing two episodes regardless. So tune in for those for Mania. Once again, I'm Nick. With me is Joel. Go subscribe to us, follow us on all platforms. Episode 155 of the Ring Fanatics podcast, and we'll
Yes,
see you guys next
sir.
time.
Catch you.